Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Smitty here, and this is from a discussion that I had from interaction on Twitter with Clint in regards to the penalties. Like, this is the example from what I'm talking about when it comes to seeing the penalties, why they call a penalty, because of how the players interact with each other. In Madden, it's a two-man animation that plays out. Okay, it's a two-man animation, and that's it. There is no there's the lack of the control variable where it's user control does this versus CPU control does that, hence this is the outcome. You know what I mean? It's more of this two-man animation sequence that randomly generates, and that's why. Like, I don't know, there isn't a true rhyme or reason as to why there was a pass interference. Why was there a holding call? Like, why did that happen? You know, so here, this was a penalty that was called here, you know, a stoppage basically. And here's the replay here real quick, and I'm gonna show you because I'm playing from this view. I'm playing from the pro camera view. So, and this is in the demo, but still, how I go about playing it, like you're gonna see here, I get the ball and the defender, he kicks at the ball, you know, he taps it away. I regain control, but then it's like he bodies me off the ball a bit too aggressively, and he calls it there. And the other thing I like too is how the refs officiate. The refs don't officiate the exact same way in FIFA. Everybody, it's like the referees have personality in terms of how they play you, kind of like MLB The Show. Different umpires, different strike zones. You know what I mean? Like, everybody doesn't call everything the same way, and it's the same thing here. Sometimes they really let you play. Sometimes they'll call stuff that's very subtle. Here, I felt this was a subtle jostle, but this is my point right here of telling the tale. He bodied him up. Why did he call that penalty? Referee thought that he bodied him up a bit too aggressively to get that ball, and he was already interacting to get the ball. He kicks it away here, but then as I'm regaining control, they looked at it as if he was too aggressive with bodying me off the ball. And this is the main point I'm getting at here. That's why I bring up FIFA. Look at the interaction. I'm the user. I'm trying to control the dribble. That's my input. I'm on the analog stick. I'm pushing. I'm trying to control the dribble. The CPU, on the other hand, he's trying to body me up and get the, you know, he's trying to body me, get advantageous position so he could get the ball. He just was too aggressive. That's the tale of what happened based on the controls that are in the game. So it's more realistic in terms of the outcome. There isn't something that's happening that I can't say, oh, this is why that happened. I can tell you why the penalty was called, and it shows me right there. So just to so then you can see from this view standpoint here, like if somebody wrestles, you know, jostles and knocks the ball away, see how I can see it all happening even from that kind of camera view, you know, this professional view here. So see, I'm still able to control what it is that I'm doing, and within the interaction between me and the CPU player there as I took away the ball. So I'll just end it with this example, and you, like I said, you see how it's playing from that camera. So even from a different camera view, I can still see exactly what it is that's going on. So if I rewind it a little, let me see here. Okay, yeah, right here. See how it takes control of the ball. We're both interacting with each other. We're both equally jostling. I could clearly see what's going on here. There's no control loss, and it's not a direct two-man interaction, you know, like where there's just the outcome's just going to play out and nothing more, nothing less. And here I jostle with him. I gain position. I bump him off, and I'm able to get the ball there. And then you see here, you know, he cleanly gets the ball away from me, even though he bumps into him there. he still is able to cleanly take the ball away. So I could tell you the tale as to why things unfolded the way they did. That's the point that I wanted to get at in regards to this in comparison to Madden. So I'll fire up Madden real quick just to give an example from that, what I'm talking about, okay? Hey guys, I'm gonna finish the video off here with this point, and this is in regards of all penalties, like whether it's for penalties, catching, wideout DB interaction respectively, any of the penalties, offensive, defensive pass interference, offense, defensive holding calls, encroachment, block in the back, all of them. Okay, so I'm just gonna play this at speed and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So from the relative camera view, now from there it looks like it was a good play, right? So this is what Clint was talking about as far as the camera view playing a role in it. How does the play look? It doesn't look bad, but in comparison to FIFA, it does look bad. And the reason why is because of this right here. Now, something I want to point out before I can, get to the bottom of this play. This kind of spacing right here, bring up the cursor. This kind of spacing right here, I've had numerous times where I'm playing and I'll have the space and everything. This defender will get suctioned up onto the wide receiver to knock the ball away, to pick it off, and yeah, they'll award the defender with the INT kind of sequence when he does not have the position. And that's the thing that we saw on those in that FIFA footage. Positioning mattered like none other, and that's the one thing FIFA does an outstanding job with. And that's what we definitely need to see. Madden football is a game of inches, and it's not being, that positional advantage is not truly being respected to the fullest, not to the fullest capacity like we see in FIFA. And we need to see that reflected. But here, this is what I mean by that, by the whole FIFA paradigm. Look at this. Regardless of what camera angle you play on in FIFA, you see what respectively unfolds. We need to have the same thing happen here in Madden. Because as you can see here, when I go, he makes the reception. 27, Lewis, he made his decision. He made his commitment. I'm gonna put my hands up. He's not in the vicinity to make a play. Now that he's done. Now with Jones' momentum carrying this way, he should fall right into the end zone, because look what Jones is doing. Jones was running across and he halted all his momentum digging in like that. Now, he's not in position to honestly make a play on this ball, but they're going to let him, they're going to give him this animation where all of a sudden Jones' momentum is halted right here, and he's able to all of a sudden drive him to the ground. And as you can see, once again, when he digs his feet in like this, he's lost all his momentum, all his leverage. It's gone. It's virtually gone. So he shouldn't be able to drive him along the 1 yard line like that. Like, he has zero momentum for him to drive like that. You see what I'm saying? So that should not be how it plays out at all. Honestly, how it should be Jones falling forward into 31 here and possibly going in for the score there, because he has no momentum. He gave it all up as soon as he did this. He doesn't have the position. He's not squared up to try and hit him or at least catch him at the 1 yard line. He doesn't have any of that going for him. But then all of a sudden, now he's in position because a two-man animation has to play out there. That's the point I'm getting at. Whether it's a holding, whether you're simulating holding penalties, false starts, encroachments, offense and defensive holding, pass interference, blocks in the back, all those different things. Defenseless receiver, everything. We want to see the story unfold. Why did that happen? Not because it's two-man animation sequence triggered that we can all question, but we want to see it organically. He lost all his momentum. Now, how is he going to stop him? The only thing I could think of is if he were to gain his footing right, he could try and catch him and try and stuff him right there. But he doesn't have the leverage. this is where he is when he's coming down. But a 2-man animation triggers. So let's say the 2-man animation never triggers and he just goes in. He more than likely is going in for 6. You see what I mean? Because he's not in position at all to make a play. Now if he was running and he carried his momentum all the way through without making the foot plant like that, then I could see that animation making a lot more sense. Okay, so but that's all I'm saying going forward. FIFA has it wide open where you can tell the tale as to what happened. If there was a jersey pull, if you're being overly aggressive, jostling, they'll blow the whistle. Every time they blow the whistle, you can tell as to why they did it. Here, it's pretty much a dice roll 2-man animation sequence that plays out. Like momentum, positioning, all those different variables are not fully accounted for, and they need to be. So that's the main point I'm getting at here, you guys. But I'm gonna end the video here. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. Didn't mean for the video to go this long, but I really wanted to make this point, try and you know, explain and elaborate on it as much as I could. So until next time, you guys, it's your boy Smitty here. Like, subscribe, and I will definitely be back with a lot more videos. All right, you guys, videos and live streams, of course. So until next time, you guys, y'all take care, be safe, God bless, peace.